There we go. Let's see. Everything seems to be working fine. Yeah. So, I don't usually stream on Saturdays, but I don't want to wait another week until I continue playing Sunhaven. Which is both a good sign and a bad sign. It's a good sign I'm enjoying the game. Usually when I play these games and I actually enjoy it, I do tend to play a lot. Oh dear. Hi Blobber. Yes, Dinkum was indeed abandoned, and I'm just sorry, but non-Australia is just not for me. Oh, don't you curse me with Australian-sized spiders. That is too rough. No. Australia can have its spiders. I'll gladly steal some of the weather right now, but the spiders you can keep. But yeah, some games manage to want you to keep playing, others don't. So, where Dinkum failed, Sunhaven succeeded. We'll see. I did look into how long it would take me to get to the point in Dinkum that I wanted to reach, and it's just, nah. Too long. Far too long. I mean, it looks great when you start having like a proper city and you have your plane and everything. But getting to that point, no. Well, let's see. I have to give Camilla some water crystals. I still have to grow my green beans, but they are just growing. Don't need to do anything about that. I need to catch a sea bass, so I guess fishing is on the agenda. Let's go fishing. Australia failed in one vital point. Australia didn't offer me dragons. Didn't offer dragons, didn't offer romance. Only crocodiles. She's all the way up there? Huh. Okay, I guess we're heading north. Not the same, Blobber, and you know it. I mean, bearded dragons are cute, but they're not like... They're not dragons. And Topi wants more coal for his tattoos, that's fine. It's just not the same caliber. It's not like Magical Dragon Guardian who will grant me magical powers. Much better. Except, can I even go there? Can I cross the fog? I don't think so. Halt. By orders of Archmage Lucia, I cannot allow you to pass. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna have to wait for Camilla to come down into the city, since I can't go up there to deliver the thing. But I do have the coal for Topi's tattoo, so I guess I can deliver that if he's awake. It's 8 AM. Surely the kid's up by now. Kids are up early. Kids are up way early. Either that or I was just a really weird child. Both perfectly plausible. Let's see, there you are. Alright, coal. I'm going to draw pretend tattoos all over pod. Here, I found this, you can have it. An amethyst, huh. I'll take that, and I'll also take the extra 50 XP in exploration. I'll also take that. Okay, let's see. Then I need clams and sea bass, all of which I'm most likely to find in the beach area. So, time to go fishing. Oh, but maybe I'll just pick up some fruit that I can sell in the meantime as well. And then hopefully I should soon have enough to get myself a barn so I can be self-sufficient with eggs. Eventually also milk. So I no longer have to get absolutely robbed with paying over 200 per egg. This village is absolutely merciless when it comes to overcharging. Let's see. Yeah, sure. I want pen pal letters for the next 10 weeks. I have no idea what the purpose of it is, but I want it. Okay, let's see. Well, finding 5 clams is certainly easy. There we go. That was quick. The sea bass, however, that might take a little bit longer. Let's see. Where's the fishing rod? There it is. I don't see any fish. There's a tiny fish over there. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Still not... Oh no, that seems to be far enough. Wait, was that... That was the proper bite? Really? Didn't feel like it. Okay, fair enough. Oh no, it's one of these. No, 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 no. No, don't do this to me, game. Oh, my least favorite fishing minigame. Oh, and that's too soon. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Oh, this is gonna get real painful. Well, let's see. At least I can look for better spots. Don't think that is a sea bass anyway. Wait, how far in can I... Okay, I can go pretty far into the ocean without any issue. Huh. Okay, so I'll give it this. I'll give it this, Blobber. I didn't like Dinkim's fishing system at all, but at least it was better than this. The one thing I'll give that game as a benefit towards this one right now is at least fishing wasn't like this. Okay, at least I only have to hit it once. That's good. What a butterfly fish. Well, that's all nice and dandy. They're not normal. They're monsters and you know it. Australian spiders are not normal sized. Those things are anything but normal. What a crab! Huh. You also found an old mayoral painting. Maybe the museum would be interested in this. Okay. So we have a museum. Huh. Oh dear. There's no way I'm getting that fish. Keep trying, but... Nope. Okay, fine. I'll acknowledge that the Brazilian bird-eating spider is worse. That doesn't mean that Australia doesn't have plenty of horrible spiders on their own. It's just not the worst. Absolute worst. But compared to Norway, which have tiny spiders as our normal size, it's still absolutely horrifying. Oh dear, this is not gonna go well for me. But if I click it when it's there, that's still too soon. Or too late, all depending. Oh, I hate these things. Okay, maybe I try the other fish. Maybe the other. I have not heard about the Peppa Pig spider story, no. I have not. I'm afraid to ask, but what is it? You caught a blue tang. Excellent. Okay. Fishing. Freshly caught increases price. Increase the attraction radius. That's good. Ooh, I can get a fishing net. No, I'll take the increased. Increased seemed good. So what I really want is something that speeds the whole process down. It's the only fish left. Come on. Just gets worse. Just gets worse. Giving up on that fish. Hopefully that's not a sea bass. Maybe I can buy a net. So it's an episode of Peppa Pig when she's scared of a spider and she learns that it's friendly and not to be afraid of. Here in Australia we banned the episode because it resulted in children dying to poisonous spiders. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that happening. And new to these stocks, ain't you? So I haven't seen you before at least. Sunhaven's new farmer. Nice to meet you. Farmer, is it? Good to meet you too. I'm Rupert and I fish. You can fish too. Plenty of fish to go around. But you won't catch near as many as me, yeah? See ya. Let's put in food order real quick. There we go. The fishing store. Maybe there's something here. You wouldn't happen to sell me a sea bass, would you? Renegade, I'm too busy to worry about monsters. Well, what are you selling? There's the basic fishing rod, which I think is what I have. There's a very good one for 3,000 that I could get. But it requires a fishing level 10, which I do not have. Official piece of paper permitting you to deploy a low number of fishing nets. Okay. I would like to have a net, but I can't make one yet, so there's no point. It is the basic one I have now. Yeah, it is the basic fishing rod. And now that difficult fish is gone, and there's only one over here. I think this is the only place currently that I can fish in the sea. I think the other one was just a lake. What a cuttlefish. That's not too bad. Not what I need, but I'll take a cuttlefish. And another crab. Trying to think what my favorite like fishing mechanism has been in these sort of games. I can't remember. I enjoyed the one in Portia. Portia did fishing in a way that I could live with. That one was perfectly fine. Caught a sea bass. Excellent. We have our quest item. We can leave. Now I just gotta find these people. I mean, Norway is very fortunate in the fact that we really only have one creature that you have to warn kids about as far as poisonous. And, I mean, that poison is very slow working, so it doesn't really kill people that often. Good day, citizen. Huh, don't worry, Morgan, I haven't forgotten your name. Been here long enough to know everyone's name by heart. You're in a good mood? I try to keep spirits up when I'm on duty. I find it calms the civilians. Besides, it's refreshing to wear a smile sometimes instead of my army face. Keeping people calm in tense times is very thoughtful. Why, thank you, Morgan. The soldier's motto is duty through service, but that doesn't always have to mean combat. How long have you been here anyway? I shipped here about 5 years ago now. Wow, never counted the years before. Time really flies by, but I guess that's part of what it means to dedicate your service to a cause. That's a long time. Duty through service, right? Luckily, Sunhaven is a great city. Even if I have to give 5 more years, I'm glad it's here. See ya. Yeah, we have... I think Norway has 2 different types of snake. One is poisonous, the other one isn't. The main risk it possesses is for dogs. It will kill your dog if you don't get it to the vet fast enough. Which is why a lot of people also carry antidotes in like pill shapes that you feed your dog immediately so that you have more time to get into the vet. But it's always that little bit of a risk with if you're walking too far out in the woods and you have a larger dog. It's always the question: can you manage to carry your dog all the way back so that you can get it to the vet? And in most cases, the answer is no. So you just hope for the best. Luckily, they haven't come out of hibernation yet, so they're not a current issue. But they should start waking up and come out sunbathing on the rocks in not too distant future. This is a cherry on top of a perfect day. Thanks, neighbor. You're really nice as they say. I want you to have this. No problem. I'll also take some fishing XP since I'm doing that now. And you also wanted these water crystals. Oh, it's my water crystals, thank you. These things make such a great cleaner. Here, take this as a reward. Some more farming XP can never hurt. There we go. But yeah, the main problem is that people steps on those snakes because they're not big. well, most of them aren't particularly big. You can get some that get a little bit larger. Not on an international snake scale, I guess, but you walk on a well-trodden path and then you step on it without ever seeing it. And that's how you get bit. Allison is over by the barracks, huh? Okay. Fair enough. Over to the barracks we go. I've had a couple of times when I've been out walking the dogs and I haven't paid too much attention, or I even thought I paid attention. And I end up having to do a bit of a jump because I'm about to set my foot straight down on one of those snakes. Do you have to teach kids about bears? Nah. Most Norwegians will never see a live bear in their life. Unless they live in Svalbard, in which case, of course, polar bears is a constant threat, but... Hey, clams, my little brother's going to love these. Here, farmer, you've earned this. Something I found while patrolling the path to Dragon's Meat. Why, thank you. I'll also take the farming XP. I guess I got the fishing XP instead. Oh no, I got the farming as well. Great. Still enough. More lure. Sure. But no, most Norwegians will never see a bear. They will occasionally take sheep, but they don't really come down to civilization. And it's only a small part of Norway where they can even appear. There are far more likely things to be an issue. Walking around in the forest. Like, more kids are likely to get hurt by angry sheep than they are to any wild animals. Moose, you don't piss off a moose. It's as simple as that. Most people realize that quite quickly when they see a moose. But it is an issue with dogs not necessarily understanding that they probably shouldn't pick a fight with a moose. And of course, I wonder what is the name of that bird in English, I wonder. We have one rather large forest bird that is... I mean, in size, I guess it's closer to a turkey. And most of the year, they're perfectly pleasant as far as they will just leave you. But during mating season, oh boy, those things will have some anger issues. They have a horrible, absolutely horrible song that they keep on making. You can hear it for so far away. You don't want to get involved if they're out about trying to court. Got quite a temper. But no, the main thing that Norwegian kids has to learn to be careful about is pretty basic things like swans. Swans are not friends. Do not mess with the swans, especially when they have kids. Just don't. Things will try to defend, even though they might not have size on their side. So it's basic things like that. Nothing that you could really get hurt from. I guess you can get hurt really badly from a swan. Like there has been some situations where they have to euthanize swans that have become a bit too aggressive against the local population. always makes it for interesting news case during the summer. And the slow news is one more swan had to be chased away. We do have wolves. You never see them, but we have them. Most people wouldn't know they were there, except once in a while they will take some sheep, which will always be a huge debacle. Because the farmers, naturally, very upset about losing sheep. At the same time, they expect that they can just release the sheep into the wilderness with no one watching them, no security, absolutely nothing, and they're supposed to be fine. Which I always feel is a bit naive. Like, if you let it out and just expect that no, nothing's gonna hurt my sheep. Like, it's still a wood. Yeah, precisely. It's not on the wolf. Like, you're handing them free meat. Because the sheeps have never learned to fray or anything, so they'll just, you know, be chill about it. They're easy prey. Feels a bit unfair to blame the wolves when you're basically just going, here, I am releasing these sheep into the wild. No, I will not watch over them. In many cases, I won't even put a fence around them. I'll just release them into the wild. And then I'll expect that they all make it perfectly through. It's a very loaded subject to a lot of Norwegians. You're pretty much either pro or against wolf. I have no problem admitting that I am very much in favor of the wolves, because I do think that it's irresponsible to leave any farm animals unattended and expect them to be fine. There's a reason why people had shepherds for so many years. Yeah, increased chance. Which is why people started trying things like introduce other animals who have more of an instinct for predators in with their sheep. Like, there were a lot of people who tried to introduce llamas into the sheep herd. Because at least the llama had enough brain to realize, oh, predator might wanna, you know, alert or run or do anything instead of just standing here. And of course, on the other side, you have people who also expect that their dogs can just run straight through where the sheeps are and it won't be a problem, because surely their dog would never ever hurt the sheep. So it's a problem on the other side as well, with people not being considerate, because many dogs will indeed chase sheep, and while it may not kill it by biting it, it can indeed cause it to run and hurt itself, or just tire it out, and especially if there's also young lambs and things, it's a problem. Which is why generally you're supposed to keep all dogs on a leash during certain parts of the year. But a lot of people ignore it, because why would the rules apply to their dog? Surely that is only for other dogs. That should help me a little bit. Let's see, what can I... No, I didn't want to pick it up. That's the wrong button. I forgot I had the pickaxe, and that's how I do the thing. Let's see. Let's put you back in here, and then let's swap over to that and furnace. Let's see. I can make coal. I can make fire crystals. have no idea what the purpose of those are. Yeah, let's make some more copper bars. Don't have enough wood to make anything. I need one more wheat to make a farmer's table. Crafting table just for farmers. You can craft scarecrow, totem, and even weapons made from farming items. Ooh, I want that. I need one more wheat. Yeah, I still have wheat, so that will eventually be available. My viewpoints on these things is probably also very much affected with one, growing up in rural parts of Norway that doesn't have any wild animals at all, because I grew up on the coastline where there is absolutely nothing besides those little snakes that could potentially hurt you, and our family has always had different types of herding dogs. So we've always been made very aware that, yes, our dog would probably be really interested in sheep, and we do have to take the period of time when you have to keep your dog on a leash very seriously, because we don't know how they would react. They do have instincts. Like, I grew up mostly with different versions of Border Collie mixes. That's what my family mostly had. Some were great, some not so great. It was a mixed bag of experience. I do find it amusing though that I think the one that was... Well, we had one purebred Border Collie and the rest were mixes. And the Border Collie mix, that was like the closest to Border Collie, probably had the least amount of other dogs in her. She was absolutely petrified of sheep. On our usual walking route through the forest, you would have to go through this big field. And that is fenced in, and there's sheep there in the summer. And she would insist on that when we reached that, we would just run past it. She would walk so fast to get past those sheep, and oh boy, if they bleated at her, oh, she was running. Oh, she was running so fast. And she went there past it every single day. It did not lessen the fear at all. She just... Sheeps. Evil. Evil sheeps. Okay, level 14 exploration. Well, that's looking good. Let's see. High jump. Or get some more cooking recipes. Probably high jump. High jump seems like it's useful. I can pick up these. And make myself some tools. Let's try the copper watering can first. And of course, Costo's just confused when he sees sheep. It's like there's something triggering in him, but it's not quite right. And one day I would really like him to meet like a proper reindeer herd, just to see if he understands that that's something that he's actually supposed to be interested in. Because the Finnish Lapphund is made for herding reindeer. don't think he would understand at all. He has met one reindeer that was just walking around in the capital for a Christmas market. And he was absolutely enthralled with it, and that he didn't want to leave, he just wanted to sit there and look at it. But he also gets that way sometimes with horses. So I'm not sure if it was, how much a part of it was instinct and how much is just, this is a big animal, I'm intrigued. Meanwhile, Lohi is definitely having all of her Scottish Terrier instinct intact, because boy does that girl want to hunt everything that moves. Like, if she could just spend her entire day chasing birds, I'm not sure why she's particularly attracted to birds right now, it's not what she's supposed to be doing, but... Or chasing anything, basically. Running down every ditch and tunnel that she could possibly find. So I don't trust her with any small animals. I honestly think that if she were faced with the small animal, she probably would end up killing it. Finishes in 2 days, finishes in 9 days, 3 days. Okay, that's fine. Also, I probably should have grabbed my new watering can before I start watering. Okay, let's see. What is the benefit of this watering can? Well, I can replace it with the old one. Do I have enough to make something else? Yes, I do. How about a copper axe? Get that going. Also, I apparently had one more rank available. Let's see, I can sell... I can sell the amethyst. Oh, no, I want to keep it. I have no reason to not sell it. I can sell the fish. I can sell these oranges. Apples can definitely be sold. Blue tang, sure. Crab. Definitely sell the wheat. Spare clam, some blueberries, some raspberries. Cuttlefish. Keep the ruby. Get rid of the berries. Dandelion I have no use for. Would look good in a museum, huh? Dragon fan would also look good in a museum, apparently. Available to grow in any season. Okay, so I have some 2 new things I can grow. Greetings, farmer. Just wanted to write you and say thanks for being such a positive face around town. Really love our little meetings, and you become a real beacon of good vibes. I'm glad to call you a friend. Must be going, so I'll end this message before I start to ramble. Camilla. Okay. Oh, well, that's nice of Camilla to say. Let's see, I have 3 more things that I can put into the dirt here. So I might as well wait a second. Yeah, spring is available. Yeah, it definitely seems to use less, so I think the new watering can shouldn't need to be refilled as often. Which is very good news. Ooh, and my axe is ready as well. Great. Do I have enough to make more? 1 more. Oh, that's not enough. Let's see. And I forgot I can sell my rusty can as well. Where did the new axe go? Did I not pick it up? No, I didn't. There it is. Let's see. I just want you over here. And you can go off. There we go. And then sell that as well. And the rusty axe as well. I have to say that I really do like that it wasn't that hard to upgrade my my stuff once I got the furnace. I was a bit worried it was gonna take a lot more work than that. Also, let's place the food a bit further away from the microphone. Hi there, Lynn. We haven't talked much since the train ride. How are you doing? Oh, hello. It's you again. It's good to see a face that I actually recognize, especially after what happened on the train. So, what do you do here, Lynn? I'm a blacksmith, or I guess apprentice blacksmith. Solon is teaching me, but I've only just started training with him. Hope it's to be as good as him one day. Sure, you'll become a master one day too. Oh, well, thank you. I'm sorry, compliment always catches me by surprise. You're very nice, you know. So, where did you say you're from? I'm from a little village in the east, so I'm still learning to live in a big city like this. It's a lot to take in. I'm adjusting too. You'll get used to it in no time. I mean, you think it's a big city, you're really clueless is a bit rude to say, so let's avoid that. Thanks. For now, I take it slow and trying to explore a new part of Sunhaven every day. See ya. Let's get some more copper so that I can keep upgrading my stuff. Should probably also look into getting those keys made. The thing is, I'm unsure if it's worth it or not. Like, yes, the gate is then open permanently. But it takes a lot of the copper. So is it better to just open up the different levels of the mine first? So that it's easier for me to get more copper? Or do I focus on upgrading my things first and then later deal with this stuff about opening the mine more permanently? Let's see. Oh, also I haven't checked the quest board today, so I'm gonna have to stop by that on the way home. So I gotta remember not to be too late. I can pick up some more tasks to do. Keep building my friendship level with the citizens. Let's see. One rusty key. Let's see if we can get to the chest. That would be nice. I guess I should just invest in the keys first. Just so that I can get to areas that has more copper faster. Instead of having to go through this bit again and look for those rusty keys. Anything of interest over here? Oh yes, there is. There is. Here's where the copper's been hiding. Go. Let's see, I don't think I have... Yeah, no, I haven't found it yet. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't do the same mistake that I did yesterday of not noticing that I picked up the rusty key and kept looking for it. But no, so far only stone and coal. Only stone and coal. Here we go. That's the key. Onward to the next level. Let's just dig our way in. Gotta say though, I didn't know how much the stamina bar was limiting me before I now play a game without stamina bar. It is so freeing. It is so freeing to not have to worry about that. Because if you're doing like a straight up comparison to Stardew, which again, obviously the first game when you see this that you're gonna be thinking of because the style is fairly similar, as is the concept. When you went and you went mining in Stardew, the whole thing with I might get stuck and I can't get back out because I'm out of stamina in the mines. And now, because I'm trying to find the next area so that I don't have to do everything over again. Because I need to find that door. And now just being able to look for the rusty key without any pressure. It's just so much nicer. By all means, the stamina bar has a purpose as far as in... if you're doing a life sim, it makes sense to have a stamina bar there because people don't have just an unlimited amount of stamina to do whatever they want all day. So I definitely see why games include them, but as far as just the gaming playing and how much I'm enjoying playing without the stamina bar, it's gonna be rough going back. It is definitely gonna be rough going back. Let's see. Or not have chance to drop an extra ore. Smelt an extra bar would be nice. Item pickup range. Enemies in the mine have a chance to drop a rusty key when slain. Well, that would be nice as well, but... I'll go with the ore drop. Seems useful. Again, that is just my opinion. I find that apparently I really enjoy playing without the stamina bar pressure. I know other people who, for the reason of that, would not enjoy it much because it wouldn't be as challenging. They could just do whatever they wanted and it don't have to have to have that consideration. And that is part of the thing that I enjoy with this sort of game. But for me, nah. I'm enjoying this far too much with the fact that I can just go and do a full mining day and not have to worry about having to stop midday because I'm running out of stamina. The only thing I have to worry about is time. And even that has now been adjusted so that it's longer. So I can just relax and take my time exploring. But it's all after what you want in these sort of games. Do you want a relaxing experience, or do you want more of a realistic life sim? Oh, and that's the rusty key, so I'm free to leave. Oh, wait, I forgot a pot up there. Can't do that. It's only 6 coins, but every little bit helps. Every little bit helps if I want to be able to afford those chickens. And be self-sustained with eggs. Let's see. There's some copper over there that I would like to get my hands on. And there's a gem over there on the middle. Still trying to get used to the fact that I can indeed jump. A game like this, I'm not used to having that jumping bit. That not being a thing. Find it already and miss it, did I? No. No rusty key found. Anything else of interest down here? There's a pot. And that it indeed have the rusty key. Looks like I might be able to make it. 250, and I am now going to be how far away? Level 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I should definitely be able to make it to the chest before I run out of time. Unless, of course, something happens to slow me down. I guess I could just get really bad luck and not be able to find the key. And have to dig through all of the rocks. That could technically happen. Let's see. Keep giving me that. chance for extra ore is too good. And let's just deal with the slugs. So one of you down. And that's the other. Let's see, what else is over here? There's another sapphire. That's always nice. And more urns to smash. Let's just deal with you before you become a problem. So I don't have to worry. The one thing I find a little bit strange though is that so far I can't say that I've seen any shadows of fish when I've been in the mines here. Which I find a bit strange. Simply because you would think that somewhere around here, surely there would be fish. Is that the only way to get up there, I wonder? How do I even jump diagonally? Not great is the answer. I could have just gone around. It's strange that I can't shoot an arrow and break those. I think a crossbolt would be able to break a jar. Armor. Taking too much damage, try crafting some copper armor at an anvil. I mean, I would hardly say that was too much, but oh well. We will agree to disagree, game. Don't seems like there's any reason for me to go over there, so I think I got the key, didn't I? Yeah, I have a key. I can move along. Sure, just give me more of the fireball that I so far can't even use. When I do, it will be great. Let's see, 7. A little bit longer than I would have liked. Poor slug. Was just having a nice day and then suddenly I arrive and just kill it. Just because I want to get the things. It seems to be blocking the way to. Oh well. Such is life, steel slug. Such is life. Oh, you weren't blocked in, were you? Oh, you're blocked by that mushroom. Definitely should have a good supply of copper now though to upgrade my remaining tools. Or to just make a lot of keys. I can go directly here next time. See, I don't think I have any more. No, I haven't found the rusty key this level yet. Well, that problem solved. I just need to grab these last 2 coppers and I can move on. Looks like it's gonna be a little bit closer than I thought it would be. I thought I had plenty of time. There's now 6 and that clock goes fast. Well, it doesn't really. I've slowed it down as much as I can, but I still feel like it goes a bit fast. I start to actually notice it. So I definitely don't want to stay here past 10. Especially if I want to get a trip up to see the community board as well. Wait, I can't get through that? Oh, because of the mushrooms, of course. Of course, I can't jump through the mushroom. That was bothering me. Let's see. Let's deal with you so I can go and break those pots. Key though. Another level in mining. Ooh, I should get myself a cup of tea or something for my voice. It's not sounding good. Okay, there's the rusty key. Just give me a second. Sorry, just had to get a picture of Lohi when she was laying down to nap. That was quite a flop. Oh, come on. Mess up that jump that much. There were things on this side as well. Well, not much. Oh. Nah, not worth it. Not worth it. I'll focus on the chest. I'll focus on the chest instead of going for those 2 tiny urns. There's a lot of urns here. Do you have anything good? Not bad, but not great either. Okay, my diagonal jumping is not great. But no, it's fine. I only now realize that my health seemed to regenerate when I enter the next level of the mine. I wasn't expecting that to happen. At least I think it has. Because or just regenerate through time? Because now again, it went back up, and I did not do anything to warrant that. Okay, so that's how iron looks in this game. That's nice. Okay, so when I'm at around level 10 in the mine is when I start seeing iron. That's not too bad. That's where it's gonna have to go longer. Oh, and that is also the key found. That's great. But I also see a chest over there that hopefully won't need a key. What do you mean I can't jump off here? Keep accidentally trying to double jump instead. It's not working in my favor. Oh, there's one more iron over there. I want to collect that before I leave. That's already 9:20 though. Ooh. But which... How am I supposed to get over there? Huh. Am I supposed to just jump from here? No, that doesn't... The game doesn't allow me that. Because you won't allow me to jump from there. You won't allow me to jump from there. You will not let me jump from here. Is it this one? Yes, it was. Treasure can be found all over the world. Keep exploring. Too far. Way too far. I like the fact that the thing that is actually costing me health when doing this thing is my inability to jump over lava. That is currently my biggest danger. Just me being inept at controlling it. Oh no. Oh, and I still have to go with one more level? I hope I can make it. I will need to find that rusty key real fast. I don't want to come this far and then not make it. But it doesn't seem like I'm gonna be given much choice. What's the fastest I can get from the mines to the house, I wonder? There's one. Come on, give me the rusty key. Anywhere. And that is 10:40. I am gonna have to call it a failure. I did not get all the way down to the chest. If I don't leave now, there's no way I'm gonna make it back to the farm in time. And I am not sticking around to see what happens then. At least I can time it now properly. Okay, the added speed is definitely helping me. It's still only 11. I'm gonna try going for the board. Can't even be bothered to read them. Just accept and run back home. Yeah. The speed has definitely helped. It's definitely moving a lot faster than it used to. There's no way I would have made it back with the old speed. And let's see, let's just fill that up with 20 as well, so they can work during the night. And I may get back with a good 30 minutes to spare, huh? Still don't think I would have made it to the chest though. Oh wait, I sold all of my wheat, didn't I? Shoot. I needed that to craft the farming table. When will this finish? In 2 days. Okay. Still have 10 days on the green beans. So that should be fine. I, however, need to find 5 apples. And I need to make 3 iron swords in 2 days. Iron swords in 2 days. There's no way I can do that. I was only able to find iron on the last levels of the mine. And surely not enough to make swords from. Let's see, the little... I found enough to make 4 bars. How many do a sword need? An iron sword needs 9 bars. There's no way. Absolutely no way. What I can, however, do is make a ton of these copper keys. There we go. Give me 10 of them. I can get rid of those. I can also... Do I have anything else? Oh yeah, I can sell the drill bits. I can definitely sell the sapphires. I don't have that many of the fire crystals, so I want to keep some of those. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the rest of the things. Let's see, what's in the mail? Brothers and sisters, tonight is the night whence the fruit of our dark labors come to bear. We shall complete the ritual and summon forth the unstoppable. As you read the letter, you come to the realization that it wasn't addressed to you. it would be best to deliver this last letter to Tanya. Very well. That's all of our keys. Also, I have a question. This fella. Snackoon. You can hear this big fella's stomach rumbling from here. Maybe it would wake up if I brought some food. I wonder what it likes. You want 10 apples and 10 wheat. Okay, so it seems I'm gonna have to buy some more wheat. That's fine. That I can do. I need 5 apples and so much iron. Okay, let's see. 1 apple. And what is today's task? Misplace a sapphire. Too bad I just put everything that I had in there. Library needs 500 gold again, and it's Lynn's birthday. So if I want to give Lynn something for her birthday, I probably should do that as well. I have no idea what she would like. Got lots of planting to do in the spring. You should check out our seed sales at the general store, since you're a farmer and all. Well, give me 20 wheat seeds. And you know what? I'll also take some... No, I won't take anything else. I want to save up for that barn. Since I'm apparently donating another 500 gold to the children, then my money is rapidly depleting. Let's see, can I split this? I can. So let's keep 2 of them and sell 12. That way I can give 1 to Lynn for her birthday, and I can do 1 for Anne for the task. Let's see. There are, yeah, plenty of apples. Plenty of apples. No worries there. Listen to my words, Morgan. I can sense your power growing. Your service to Sunhaven has been notable, but today the safety of Sunhaven depends on you. On my way. Farewell, Morgan. Well, I hope it won't depend on many other skills beside exploration, because I'm... my combat is really low, so I hope it won't come to that. Oh, and there's a book over here. Who has lost a book? Oh, and also a water crystal. I am easily distracted. Far too easily distracted. Sure, give me more jump. Don't like my jumping skills. Okay, let's see. Lynn only has her birthday today, so that is time sensitive. The apples I can turn in tomorrow. So that's not as much of a rush. The library, I have 2 days to do, so that's also not as much of a rush. Freeze there, Lynn. Nope. There we go. Hi Morgan, I made some really nice armor today. Wish you could have seen it, but Salon already packaged it for shipment. Give gift. There. Thank you, Morgan. It's not what I wanted for my birthday, but I'm happy you remembered. No problem. Okay, so gemstones, not your thing, at least not sapphire gemstones. Okay, real quick, let's just grab more sapphires, because why wouldn't I? And a water crystal. I have no idea what those water crystals are for. I probably should look into that. Just real quickly grab the things that I actually need, which are sapphire, iron, and copper. And that's also 15 in mining. Yeah, sure. Increase the chance for an extra bar when I'm smelting. Seems like it's useful. Seems useful. Use copper key. Oh, there's some copper over there. Let's quickly get it. Oh, there was also a chest. Huh. Glad I decided not to just move on forward then. $183 coins. That's gonna help. They come in handy. Yeah. Nothing else though. I don't need to break the small urns. I'm on a tight time schedule. Use that copper key. I brought one too little, didn't I? Should have brought 11. Should have brought 11 keys instead. Oh well. Out of that. Just there, so might as well. Oh, so this is where all the copper was hiding. And a sapphire over there. Well, at least both dogs are still very happy in Natwell. And will hopefully remain there for a little bit longer. Okay, so that is pure coal, the slightly darker ones. Good to know. Good to know. As long as they keep napping, I can keep on playing. They wake up, who knows? Depends on what sort of mood they're in today. Let's see. Is there anything anything worth my time over here? I see one copper, but... nah. Not worth it. I'll just move on. Move on to get further into it. Let's see, anything over here? It's important and easy to get. Don't look like it. Don't look like there was anything here at all. Oh, there's one copper here, one over there. I'll just grab this one and leave. Definitely not the best level. Very much depends on how much luck you have. Let's see. They're right by the entryway, so that's easy to grab. There is a sapphire over there that I would like. Just gotta get through snails. Not snails, slugs. They are indeed slugs. Snails. Also, I gotta say, well, I do appreciate the notification about I have unspent skill points. I wish there was a way to just turn off that notification. Like, it's nice. It's nice that you get reminded that you probably shouldn't spend those skill points as soon as possible, but... I don't like having that hanging on the screen until I do. Sometimes you just want to focus on what you're currently doing and stuff. And looking at your skill points. I'd rather just do it all at the end of the day or something. Okay, so you're gonna be difficult, sounds like. Go. That's you dealt with. Let's see if there's anything else I need over here. Don't look like it, so let's just keep on moving. And now I should be reaching where I can actually look for iron. Slug. Real quick. Let's see what's over here. A lot of slugs, but they're like, kind of locked in, so they're not like an issue or anything. Since I want to get past them, I might want to look into doing some more damage as well. Let's see, agility, increase damage of all attacks, sure. Sounds good. Nothing wrong with doing a little bit more damage. Don't see any iron around though, which is a bit disappointing. Because well, I'm pretty sure that there's absolutely no way I could actually fulfill the quest of doing the 3 swords. I am stubborn enough that I would like to try. That would require actually finding any iron. Oh, come on. Surely I made that jump. But it doesn't appear that there's any of it around. Anything over here? No, nothing. In that case, I can just leave. Might as well just leave. And of course, I can't jump from over there. I gotta go down here first. Use copper. Louie is having a dream about running, so she is now making a little bit of noise with her paws just moving on their own. Picking one of my books instead. Making sounds though. I'm used to... Costa makes a lot of sounds when he's having those sort of dreams where he moves around. He makes a lot of noise then. A lot of little barks and borks. Dreaming. Far. Anything over here? Anything at all? No? Oh, that's unfortunate. And I can't just jump from here. I gotta go all the way over here. Let's see. Nothing there. Need, but I do see some iron over here that I want. Sadly only 2 of them, but 2 is better than none. I'll take it. It's already 4. Where did the day go? I thought I was doing great as far as progressing fast through this mine, but... I was hoping I could also potentially get some of the other quests a little bit closer to completion, but doesn't look like it. My jumping is partially improving, partially worsening. I should never have said anything. Ignore that I was about to say that. The second I even attempt to say that I'm improving on something, it goes horribly wrong. There we go. no iron up there. Oh, there's the iron. I need to get rid of these rocks though to get to it. And I have 1 key left, so that's perfect. I did bring enough then. Oh, I'm glad. It would have been very annoying if I had like misplaced 1 key. It's only missing that one. Let's see. I can now unlock the Vaculant spell. Emit powerful shockwave around you, dealing damage to surrounding enemies and rocks. Ooh, jewel crafting table. That would be nice. Yeah, I want a jewel crafter table. That seems very nice. Definitely a lot of things around here. I was hoping to maybe find a little bit more iron. Let's see, can I... Come on, jump. Jump away from those slugs. Anything over here? No, and nothing really over there either. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well, I guess I'm heading back then. Oh, I can't get through there. Go over. And then get past you again. Wish I failed that. But oh well. I should be able to get out this way, I think it was. No, not this way. This thing is in the way. I found a rusty key, so if I need it, I have it. Use the copper key. What happens if you use a rusty key and then you use a copper key afterwards? Can you just then jump over that level so you still progress further after that? Okay, I got water crystals, fabric, ore, coins, and copper ore. Oh, okay. Neat. Okay, and then I need a copper key there permanently. I cannot use anything else. Okay, leave the mines. And you needed iron key, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, then let's just go and deal with all the other quests. I think I still have time to do at least some of them. It's only 6:30. I don't think the library closes that early. Is it? No, she's still here. Hello, Amanda. Wait, you're really donating the entire 500 gold? Leave it to the farmer to get the job done, I guess. Your donation will go a long way to help the kids. I'll take the farming bonus. The thing I'm doing least of right now. But oh well. Let's see. Anne. Where is Anne currently? Anne is over there. And it would appear that Kitty has a quest. also look into that. Is this the path over? No, that is just going nowhere. So who are you? Have I met you first? Hey neighbor, I'll introduce myself. I'm Raimi. People might tell you I'm the toughest guy in town, but that's what people say. Good meeting you, Raimi. I'm Morgan. And that's Chloe awake. Oh, Morgan, that's right. You're the farmer we've been expecting. You really needed someone to clean up the old farm. Great to have you. See ya. Hi, Alohi. Are you done with nap time? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Uh-huh. Let's see. Where is Anne? Anne is in the house. Hopefully I can still access it. No, I cannot. I need to be better friends with Anne to get into her house. Don't give me that look. I know you can jump down from that bed. I have no problem jumping into it, so I know you can jump down from it. Is Rosa still at the barracks, by the way? Yes, she is. I could just turn around and do that instead then. Surely the barracks don't close that early, right? Hello, Nathaniel. Here are your apples. Hey there, farmer. You're headed to Dragon's Meat? No, I haven't prepared yet. Okay, great. I guess I'm going to Dragon's Meat. I wanted to give you the apples, but sure. Have you heard Elias' word yet, or are you ready to head back? Okay. Hi, Elias. I'm glad to see you coming into your strength. Now I must ask you to use your power for the good of Sunhaven. Morgan, a dark energy is spreading in our world, but I know not how. I must confer with my kin, another one of the guardian dragons. It's imperative that I seek their knowledge about this darkness. However, I must not leave Sunhaven unguarded, so I will lay a safeguard spell to protect the town in my absence. With this task, I ask your help. Delve into the wilderness of the east of Sunhaven and find a crystal called glorite. Glorite crystals are found abundant within the wilderness around Sunhaven's land, but I need only one. It is crucial that you do not take more than one crystal, Morgan. The livelihood of the forest depends on the mana energy within the glorite. Do you understand, Morgan? Return with the glorite crystal as soon as you can so I may begin my journey. That is fine. Oh, I get to choose. I can get one iron sword, an iron hoe, an iron axe, or an iron pickaxe. Ooh. I mean, if I take the iron sword... No, I still won't have time to do it, probably, but... Oh, shoot. Let's do it. I could use it to fulfill the quest, and I could potentially just use it myself. And I am ready to head back. Lohi, your voice is a bit too loud. Yes, you're being a bit loud. Look at Costo. Costo is still napping. He's being a good boy. Hi Morgan, this is the perfect timing. I just realized I forgot to water my garden before coming in today. I'll give you a potion if you help me out. Where is your garden? It's just on the side of my house, you know, stuck in the dirt like plants are. Well, what do you need me to do? Make sure all my leafy babies have enough water. I'd be crushed if they withered in the sunshine. Let me know when you finish so I can repay you. I'll take care of it. Great, you're really helping me out, Morgan. Okay. Let's see. Let's quickly water those flowers. Oh, hi, Claude. Oh, the farmer. I have a nice view of your farm from my upper story. Did you want to talk to for some reason? Haven't seen you around too much. Not surprised. I'm usually quite busy at home. Well, what brings you out today? Hoping to get some inspiration for a new record. Again. Won't be long before I buy every record in the store, I swear. That giant house is all yours. That's right. Living alone in a spacious home helped me focus on my work. It sounds kind of miserable, I will not lie, but I don't think you will be happy to hear that, so sounds great. Think so? Well, that makes two of us. See ya. Maybe you would have felt I was more truthful if I said that it sounded miserable. Oh well, let's water these flowers. Here you go, just like I said. Thanks for helping out. No problem. I will take that farming XP. Then let's see. I still need to turn in the quest for Anne, and I forgot that while I was there, I could also have handed in the other one to Rosa at the Northern Barracks. She's still there. It's now 9:30. I'm assuming she won't be. Oh, she's still there. Hey, about your apples. Oh, you brought the apples. This is exactly what we need. Thanks, farmer. Maybe Pinto will learn to stand up straight while I'm shooting an apple off his head. No problem. I feel slightly bad for Pinto, but it's all in his training, I'm assuming. I don't. Oh, I have an exploration. At the start of each day, gain 1 of 6 powerful exploration buff effects. These buffs last for 6 hours, 12 hours, or the whole day if I'm well rested. Increase damage down to 3 stumps. Collaging forward while breaking a destructible item restores health. Are there gifts? No, let's get the community tokens. Community token seems good. Even though I have no idea what they do yet. I'm sure I'll learn eventually. And I'm assuming Town Hall is closed? Yeah. From 8 AM to 8 PM. That's fine. And Anne is safely and snugly in our house, yes. She's not out gallivanting on town. Go, let's do those, and also another 20 copper bars while I'm at it. Need 9. That's a lot. Oh well, let's see. Didn't I have a bunch of things I needed to plant? I do. Also, I had to deliver this letter. Oh dear. I completely forgot about that. completely forgot about that. Hopefully tomorrow won't be too late to hand in that letter. It seems a bit time sensitive. But I'm hoping it will be fine. Definitely need more water. I can get this done before I collapse, surely. I wonder if the well-rested bonus is that you go to bed before 10, so, well, yeah, before 10, so it doesn't start being red. Let's quickly plant the last ones. Need more water. I just gotta get back to bed. Yes, I would like to sleep. Great, potatoes are done. Let's see, what else do I want? Magic meals. Jam maker. Sure. I can take a jam maker. How are the carrots? Finish tomorrow. Okay, that's neat. How are things over here? One more bars. One more bar. For the farming table, that's right. Forgot about that. You know what? I think I don't want to sell anything right now. I think I want to just put it in the chests so that I have room in my inventory. Just do a little tidy up. Let's see. Wait, I can... Oh, I can label them so that I know which is in which one. Okay. Let's see. If I put the edible things in this one. So the sugar, the cookies, berries can go in there. Apples can go in there. I think that's it for now. Well, I guess I can put in the fertilizer as well. I think I'm gonna be needing that anytime soon. Also, the animal food can go in there. This can get sorted. And let's see, the potatoes can also go in there. Fabric can go over there. I don't need those available right now. But I can put another stack of books with candles over here. My entire house is just going to be a bunch of stack of books with candles on top of them. Oh, that's right. I haven't tested to see if I can actually chop down these with this axe. Need stronger tools still. It's a shame. I'll keep this short. I don't mind you. So much at least. It's still pretty annoying, but, well, you can hang around the library if you want. Just don't bug me. Amanda. Hi there, Morgan. I know you're busy settling in, but I noticed you were a little light on armor when you were headed to the forest. I was a bit worried about you, so I thought these would help get you started on some strong armor. Stay safe, Lynn. Lynn sent me iron bars? I knew there was a reason I gave you a birthday present. I am not gonna use those into armor. I am gonna make the first of the swords that I need. There we go. I only need 5 bars. It is becoming possible to complete that quest. I think. I think I might actually be able to complete it. Now, of course, if I want to spend all of those resources to complete that quest is another thing entirely. Liam wants a wooden table, that's fine. Requesting 2 leafy leaves for a new potion recipe. I have no idea what that is, but sure. And I have your thing. Hey, it's my sapphire. Thanks a bunch, Morgan. Here's your payment as advertised. No problem. Give me that farming XP. Also, I would like some more wheat. Another 10 should work fine. And then let's figure out what I need to get my own barn. So considering how much I'm paying for an egg, I am a bit concerned about this. Did I drop this in your box by mistake? Huh? Oops. Say, Morgan, let's keep this between us, okay? I need to protect my reputation as a courier. Glad we have an understanding. No problem. A fizzing shaking potion that threatens to wiggle right out of your hand. It temporarily increases speed and agility. Gives 10 movement speed. Yeah, that seems useful. That seems like it would be useful. Hi, Emmett. One day all my work will pay off. What are you selling? A barn for 5,000. I can afford that. Automatic feeder. Automatic collector. Well, I want 1 barn. And then I will buy 1 automatic feeder and 1 automatic collector as well. And then I'm pretty much out. Hi, I'm Morgan, the new farmer in town. Oh yes, I suppose we haven't met. My name is Bernard. It's a pleasure. What services do you provide? This is what I got for you. I'd like to divorce my spouse. I don't have a spouse yet. Diamond, a person's best friend. A bone gift. Memory loss potion. Gifting this to a romantic partner will cause the world to forget your relationship, regretting the dialogue and relationship status with you back to resetting the dialogue and relationship back to you to 0. A love letter. Gift this to an NPC to start dating them. Engagement ring. Elixir of fortitude. Elixir of speed. Elixir of mind. Arcane might. Ferocity. Huh. Leafy potion. A lot of different things here. A lot of different things. bench potion? Sometimes you just want to sit on a bench and enjoy the sunset, but what if you were the bench? Really, is that a potion that will turn you into a bench? Or a stool, or a garden barrel? That seems very, very special. How much are the chickens that I need? Let's see. Okay, so one chicken is 1,200, one cow is 2,500. And then I also need the animal food. I have to say, spending 1,000 on just giving an animal a name seems a bit much, but oh well. Hi, Liam. Hi again. Sorry, it's Morgan, isn't right? Been a while since somebody new moved in. So what do you do for a living, Liam? I run a bakery. I mean, I'm a baker. I also take care of my sisters. Usually I'm doing both at the same time. How old are your sisters? Emma and Elizabeth, they're just kids. They tried helping me bake once and it went not too good. Calvin returned a cake with glitter in it. I couldn't stop giggling because he had sparkles in his teeth. He was pretty mad. No offense, Liam, but you look like you need a nap. That's only because I do. Sorry, don't mean to complain. I'm just burning the candle at both ends these days. If it makes you feel better, you smell fantastic. How about you should take better care of yourself? I'm aware, thanks. Oh no, that was not the right answer. Oh. Oh no. I'm sorry, Liam. I guess, yeah, you are aware. Guess that's also a bit of a rude thing to say, but it wasn't meant in that way. Morgan, I was hoping to bump into you. If you have a moment to spare, I could use your help with something. How can I help? I'm planning a reward-based lesson for the kids, and I need cookies to use as a reward. You'd be doing me a favor if you brought me 4 cookies. After you have the cookies, you can bring them to my desk in the library. Okay, I'll have your cookies in no time. Thanks, Morgan, you're a lifesaver. How many cookies do I currently have in my inventory? Oh, that's right, I put them in the chest. I completely forgot. I put my cookies in the chest. Also, I need to make more keys. If I want to be able to go further into the mines, I need more copper keys. Let's see, I have 6 pair of cookies, so definitely enough to take with me and hand out to the kids. Now let's see though, how about we get these things placed? Where do I want this barn? How big is it? It's a decent size. Can I place it up here? No, because that's where the weeds appears. Right now, I kind of wish I would have placed my house a different place, if I'm honest. Maybe I should have placed my house up here. This seems a bit far to have the animals. Maybe I'll save up the money to move my house and then I can have the farm there. Confirm. And then I can enter the barn and hopefully I can put in the feeder. Somewhere. There we go. There's the feeder. And then the collector, can I put in that as well? Somewhere? Anywhere? Maybe over here? There. All ready for her when I get the money for farm animals. Okay, let's see. Let's grab those keys. Quickly plant the rest of the wheat seeds. Go. Okay. Craft a wooden table. That I should be able to do. Let's see. Wooden table. Wooden table. Not on that one. Basic furniture. Wooden table. 1. Takes 2 hours. Well, I'm not gonna stand around waiting for it, but I can pick it up later. Definitely pick that up later. And let's just quickly pick up some fruits. Let's see, he said put it at the desk at the library. One too far there, library is here. Do you want an apple? Oh, an apple? Maybe I could use it in a pie, thanks. Welcome. Oh, I should have rented a little bit. Not much, but it was just Thank you, Morgan. I'm sure the kids will love these. It's a big help. No problem. I will take the farming XP. Okay. Let's see. How much iron would I need? I forgot to check. Use a copper key. I I think I'm gonna need like at least 15, I think. Oh, it's an adorable little bat that I am gonna be forced to kill. I don't want to do this. You're cute. But oh well. Sometimes you gotta do what you don't want to do. Let's see. There's definitely some iron over there. There's also this steel slug that I need to get rid of. Oh. Oh yeah, this is a lot better. This is a lot better as far as getting hold of iron. I might actually be able to make it. See, it's 3 now. It takes, is it 4 hours? So as long as I have enough of the bars to make well, as long as I have enough ore that I can make the bars through the night, then I should be able to make the sword during the day. Oh, okay, that thing kills me fast. Oh well. You wake up in an unfamiliar bed. Your head is spinning. You look across the room and spy Dr. Warnhart? Where am I? Hey there, looks like you're finally awake. Do you remember your name? How about where you live? My name is Morgan. I live in Sunhaven. You seem to be fine. You're safe at the hospital here in Sunhaven. No need to worry. You were in a rough shape when you were brought in. You're tough though. Seems all you needed was some bed rest. Any idea how you got here? I might have been fighting monsters. Was I up too late? We're always open to help patients, but you should still be careful when you're out there. Don't worry about the hospital fee this time, but moving forward you'll have to pay for your stay. Anyways, you seem fine now, so you're free to go. I feel much better thanks to you, Doctor. Okay, lesson learned. I might be able to dodge around the snails. I cannot dodge around the bats. The bats I actually need to kill. Still want that sapphire though. So I should probably check if I lost anything upon death. Let's see. The sword's still there. Iron bars are still there. Iron ore is still there. So no, it doesn't seem like I lost anything. Doesn't seem like I lost anything. Good. I appreciate that. sapphire before the bat sees me, and then leave. Oh, iron key. Okay, so now I need iron keys. Oh, that's a problem. That's a bigger issue. Okay, the pig bat did not have the key. How about you, Slug? Do you have a key? No, you also don't have the key. Well, in that case, it would seem I have a bunch of keys that I have absolutely no need for. Huh. That's a bit of a shame. I should find a rusty key though, so I can keep progressing. And let's see, deal with the slug. Don't see any iron. Sapphire over there. I kind of want. I want to fight both of you. Just stay there. I can go over and smash that pot at the same time. Hopefully it will also have a rusty key. Nope, no key. Oh, and I have points to spend. Increase spell damage. Increase damage dealt with swords. Increase arrow fired each shot by 1. Yeah, I'll take the arrows. My weapon of choice, so. Makes sense. No iron at all in this entire level? Well, that's disappointing. That's disappointing for sure. Definitely need more. Oh, but I got the rusty key. There is that. Please give me a level with a lot of iron. Doesn't look promising as of yet, and I only have 7. I see some copper. You know, it's better than nothing, by all means. Just not necessarily what I would have liked to find. Oh, there's 1 iron there as well, if I could just manage to jump properly. Anything more up here? No, there isn't. Still haven't found a rusty key though, so I can't progress, but I can check the other side real quick. Maybe this side has something good. Come on. There we go. No iron here either. It's a real bummer. Let's see. Sure. I really should look into how to actually use those spells. So right now I have spells, I just don't know how to use them. That will have to wait until my quest for iron is over. Go, got the rusty key. Gotta go, gotta go. Right. Sapphire. Pots. There's 1 iron down there, so that's something. Let's see, is that a gold? Gold ore instead? Not what I need, but I'll definitely take it. Costo, are you upset now as well? Oh, I got a black diamond for that. It's not too bad. Yes, I'll let you downstairs, sweetie. Just you wait. Just you wait a second. I'll go open the door for you. Oh. Come on, Costo. There you are. Go downstairs. Let's see. Whoop, wrong equipment. gold ore, but I don't have any rusty keys, so I can't progress yet. 14, so I think I'm close to where I need to be as far as iron ore. I would like to have a little bit more, just to make sure. Just to make absolutely sure that I have enough to make that last sword. It would be so unfortunate if I'm like one away. Ah, there's the rusty key. Curious. No, it was just an ordinary stone. It was just since the sunlight was shining on it, like, is that a special stone? I don't think it is, but I want to check. Into the deep we go. Ah, and that's one more iron. I feel better already. Go. What's this stuff? A ruby. Points. Is there any more iron? Yes, there are. Excellent. Like it. I guess I might as well start just trying to smash some of these rocks in hope of finding a key. Oh, there's some up there though. Oh, and it's already 10 o'clock, so I guess I wouldn't be able to get to another level anyway. Oh, and then I found the rusty key in that one. But no, it's too late. I shouldn't be greedy. I should just retire. Make sure I get home in time. And have enough time to get everything into the furnace. And then I gotta figure out what on earth that leafy thing is for the other quests. Like this leafy's leaf. Yes, I know. All my rusty keys disappear once I leave the mine. I'm okay with that. I do find it a little bit weird though how early everyone in this world goes to bed. Like, with Stardew and most other games, they at least tend to be a little bit later than 12. And at least character tends to be seen out and about late at night as well. This game, they seem very much to just disappear after that. Sure, I can make a gold bar with that. Okay, so I now have the table. The green beans is being worked on. The iron sword I will have to make tomorrow. Gather 2 leafy leaves. What is a leafy leaf? Well, that's a problem for tomorrow. For now, sleep. that in there. The cookies go back in. Speed potion can also go in there. Fur tuft. Oh. Let's rearrange everything. You do as well. You go back there. Let's see. Oh, the carrots are ready to be harvested. Excellent. And tomatoes as well. We'll finish in 7 days. That is still in time, so I'm fine with that. Order what I can here. Go. Let's see. Unskilled but in farming. Let's keep investing in the jam maker. I haven't gotten it yet, but I would like to make some jams. It's usually a fairly good way to get some use out of your harvest. Also tends to be fairly good gifts all over. But before I do anything else, I probably just want to pick up these and start working on that last sword. There we go, iron sword. I had too many. Well, rather that than figuring out that I had too few, so. There we go. Let's see. Might as well sell some things. I can sell the ruby. I can sell the sapphires. I'll keep the amethyst and black diamond so far. Oh, well, no, you know what? I'll just keep one of them. Let's see, chlorite ore. Keep that. I mean, I don't need these anymore, so I might as well sell them. Tuft of fur, don't need that. I can sell the carrots. I can sell this one tomato that I have. There we go. That looks better. You're slowly coming together. Huh. Can't cut down that tree. So I can cut down this tree. That's the sword done. Perfect. We now have 3 of those. And we can hand them in. And then I can get new quests. Let's see. Onions for Ronald. Sure. And Claude wants some tomato soup. Okay, so seems like I will be needing seeds for tomatoes and onions. Let's see. 5 tomato and 5 onions. Wait, how many onions did I need? We needed 10 onions. Ooh. That's a lot of onions. Fine, give me 5 more onion seeds, then I'm pretty much broke. Let's see. Liam and Rosa. Rosa's at Northern Barracks, so she's easy to find. That's fine work. You're proving yourself to be quite reliable. You can have this for your trouble. 800 coins seems low, I will admit. But I'll take the 600 in exploration. No, not 600, but 60. Let's see. Where is Liam? Probably should have checked that first. No, he is at the bakery. Oh, you were right there. I just didn't see you. Oh, hi. What is the table for? All right, my flyer. Didn't think anyone would actually come through. You're a lifesaver. It was promised. Ooh, I got bread now. I'll take the extra coin. Just you wait, chicken. Soon you will be mine. Soon you will be mine. So close. So close to finally being able to afford a chicken. Let's see. Let's get these onion planted. I could have gotten another 5 tomatoes. That would have been perfect because then I would just fill up this 20 grid. But oh well. We'll do tomatoes on these 5. And then we will do onion over here. Scarecrow will make sure that nothing comes and steals any of the crop. Little dragon scarecrow. Looks adorable. go. Those are planted. This is fine. I should probably see if I can find the museum, because I have a few things in my inventory that is saying that it could very well be donated to the museum. So let's go and find the museum. I haven't been there yet. Then I gotta figure out where on earth is Leafy's leaf. Really wish you would have given me a little bit more of a hint to finding that one. Let's see. Museum. Museum. Record store, town hall. Doesn't seem to be a museum. House, tavern, woman's stall, town hall, pet store, record store, cafe. Maybe the museum will show up later? Or maybe it is something I have to fix? Maybe it's currently broken? There are a couple of buildings here that... Like, this is what I would assume was the museum. It is the museum. But for some reason it wasn't on the map. Strange. Wow, such a fabulous museum. But wait, it looks like those two gentlemen are having a serious discussion. I'm sorry, the building is quite impressive, I give you that. But you simply can't join the association if your museum has no artifacts to display. But well, if you just agree to give me a little bit more time... Look, I know you're trying hard. Fill this place up with things worth looking at, and you can have another shot, alright? This is the Museum of Sunhaven. I founded this institute to collect and display the natural wonders one can find about Sunhaven and its surrounding lands. One issue with this, however, is that currently our stock of displays is, well, rather sparse. But one should not worry about that, for soon I will have our fine museum outfitted with the grandest display of curiosities. Woot woot. Do you need any help? 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 Why, help would be lovely, actually. The museum is actually accepting donations. If you got anything to contribute, we will happily ensure it has a proper place among the collection. What sort of things are you looking for? We're in the market for all sorts of natural wonders. Come to mention it, you do look like the adventurous and capable type, after all. Just the type of person we need. If I have it right, then I shall commission you as a member. You'll have access to the museums proper and can see for yourself what we still need to collect and display. Let's do it! Tally-ho! That's the spirit I like to see. Now raise your right arm and repeat these words after me. The curator has you repeat a very long and exhaustive pledge of allegiance to the proper and ethical collection of artifacts. Despite its length, he maintains a stout passion throughout the entire ordeal. Finally, the pledge is finished and he allows you to put your arm down. Geez, now my arm is sore. That's it, old bean. You are now an official member of Sunhaven Museum Society. Welcome aboard. And all this just because I forgot to lock the front door. Huh, imagine fate working like that. Your membership status grants you full access to the museum. Take a look around. Should you ever have anything we still need, simply place it in the empty display. Not to worry, myself or another curator will take care of it from there. There are other curators? Haha, did you think I was the only one here, chap? Go on, simply can't wait for you to meet them. I'll get going then. Okay, let's have a look. The Hall of Gems. Help! Help! Huh? What's that noise? Oh dear, is someone there? I'm buried under a pile of rocks. Could you help me if it's not too much trouble, maybe? Oh, hold on, I'll help you. Remove the rocks. Oh my, thank you so much for helping me. I didn't think anyone could hear my calls for help. Don't mention it. Happy to help. Suppose I owe you for saving me. Could have been trapped under there for who knows how long. The others don't often visit this wing of the museum. Why don't they? Well, because our geology ring is a little empty right now. I have lots of samples to sort through, but we're missing good samples from here in Sunhaven. Maybe I can help. What kind of rocks do you need? Really? Well, if you really mean that, then you can see what samples we're currently looking for by examining the plinths around the room. You can find samples inside the mines of Sunhaven. If you have anything you'd like to donate, just place it on the plinth. I can handle everything from there, I promise. Just leave it to me. Won't stop you from getting to work. And just talk to me anytime you need anything, alright? Got it. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Money bundle. This museum's bundle is still missing items. Let's take a look at what we need. We need a lot of coins, some mana orbs, and a lot of tickets. I do not have either of those. Bars bundle. Well, I have one bar of that. I have one bar of that. One gold bar. There we go. A little bit, at least. Gem bundle. Oh, I could have gotten rid of my sapphire here. Oh well. Let's get rid of these things. Mining bottle. Candy corn pieces, rock candy gem, jawbreaker gem, and hard butterscotch. Okay, I don't have any of those. The golden bundle. Golden milk, golden egg, golden wool. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see. And here we have mana shard, sparkling dragon scale, sharp dragon scale, and tough dragon scale. I have none of those. Let's see. And here it is mana drops. I do not have any mana drops that I can donate. Let's see. The Hall of something. Winter crops. Foraging bundle. Okay. Summer crops. I don't have anything on me right now. Combat bundle. Don't have any leafy tickets. Or anything that's supposed to be there. Alchemy bundle. Exploration bundle. There sure is a lot of bundles. At least I had 2 of those. Farming bundles from Renegades. Farming bundles from somewhere else. Temple bundle. Spring crops, which is what I'm currently doing. Flower bundles. all crops. Huh. Well, good to know that I can bring some of my stuff from over here. Aquarium. Oh, hi. What can I do for you? Hi there. Is this an aquarium? Yeah, this is the museum's live aquarium. As you can see, though, we're a little low on fish right now. I'm just maintaining the units until we have fish in them. Why don't you have any fish? Tell me something. Have you ever met Peter? Peter? You mean the fisherman? That's right. Walks around with a crab on his head. Well, when I took the job at this museum, he promised to help me fill these tanks up with fish. But he's too lazy to do any fishing for his sister. Should have known. Peter's your brother? That's right. He's a lazy good-for-nothing who barely even manages the fishing business. But he's the best fisherman I ever met. In the meantime, I'm keeping the units here ready for fish. If I ever get any. Maybe I could help? Oh, you fish? Well, I suppose if you're in here, then it means you're part of the museum crew. Alright, that checks out for me. Can't be worse than waiting for my lazy brother to bring me anything, at least. Catch me some fish and bring them here. I'll give them a good home and observe them for my research work. Alright. Can do. Ah, that's the thing. Yeah, I think that is everything. I don't have anything else that needs to go in the museum. So then I also need to find all the fish and put it in here. I was wondering. I have to say though that after Animal Crossing really raised my standard for how I would like a museum to look in these games. There's some things that game didn't quite fulfill, that's what I was looking for, but museum-wise, yeah, no, still the best museum build that I've seen in these games. It really was a place where you wanted to fill it up because it was just nice walking around and looking at things. Whereas here you have your tanks with things and like little pedestals, but it doesn't feel like a place you would actually want to spend some time. It doesn't feel like a museum you would actually want to visit. That's good enough. Black bass. What else can I manage to get my hands on? A mud catfish? At least it's refilling quite quickly. Riddling. Oh, nope, that was too soon. That was too soon. Still within the orange. A catfish. Oh, and that levels up my fishing, that's great. I haven't been fishing much, so... Oh, another Dorado. This looks new. Tadpole. And that seems to be everything I could fish from there right now. Might as well also just harvest some oranges and some apples. I didn't see if there was... I think there was a foraging part of the museum as far as crops go. But I can't remember if it was like the berries and the apples or if it was something else. Should have paid better attention. Regardless, it's always good to pick these things up. They'll always be useful. Pick up some clams, pick up some starfish, some seaweed. You never know when you might need these things. Okay, wasn't aware I could open these. Oh, it's just a chest, not the rest of the stuff. Oh well. Let's see, any fish out here today? Yes, there are. Lights. And a bit too soon. Come on, fish. Work with me. Well, just in time. Oh, a ribbon eel. Neat. How are you doing, Nathaniel? You're getting to know the town very well. You'll learn your way around just like I did when I was new here. Where are you from, anyway? I grew up in the great city as an army baby. My mom was a captain when she adopted me. Obviously, I followed in her footsteps. Is she the whole reason you chose a military career? I don't know if that's entirely why, but it's definitely part of it. Growing up in a military house was tough, but it gave me the backbone to carry myself forward. Also, it keeps me in really great shape. Do you ever miss your hometown? Sometime, but that's the life of a soldier. I'll be comfortable when I'm old and wrinkled, but for now I'll do my part. Duty through service. You're a great soldier. I'm sure you'll be promoted in no time. Thanks. I know it would make my mom proud to see me rank up a bit. Then again, she knows firsthand that it's a long climb to the top. See ya. Was there a fish that I just saw disappear underneath the docks, though? Or was it just my imagination? There's one over here. I should be able to reach. Come on, fish. Oh, darn it. Oh, bit off, but oh well. There we go. Another crab. And that is another level in fishing. Sure, I'll increase the price. There was a fish. Come on, fish. Okay, you're faster. You're a little bit faster. Not impossible fast. Oh, a tin can. I'm severely wondering why the tin can is that fast, but okay. flower flounder. Is that a really sad walrus? I caught a clownfish. Why so sad, walrus? Harold? Oh no, I shouldn't have left my fishing nets over winter. I got lost in the snow and I can't find them anywhere. My dad's really gonna grill me for this one. Oh, poor Harold. I wish I could help, but you won't let me help. There's no prompt of saying I can help you. Come on, that was fairly close. Oh, that however was not close at all to where it needed to be. Sunfish. There's a tiny fish over here. To just be another crab. And then an old boot. Come on, little fish. Come on. Come over here. Oh, I already have a sunfish. But that's fine. Got another level in fishing. At least I have something I can hand over to the museum again. Wait, there's fish in the river. I wasn't aware there was fish in the river. Oh, just another Dorado. Nothing to be too excited about. When does the museum close anyway? Fall fish. I know we don't have fall fish. Winter fish. Renegade fish. Summer fish. Spring fish. Let's see. Don't have many of those. I have some. Let's see, where's the... one of these. One of these. Tadpole. That seems to be it. Oh, floral trout, bank-cloud ray. No, butterfly. I'm pretty sure I had a butterfly fish, but maybe that was earlier and I sold it. I'm pretty sure I have caught that at one point. And what is this? The large tank. One black bass. One clownfish. Do you want crab as well? No, doesn't look like it. Eel? Wrong eel. That's the right one. You look like you should be in there. I don't think you fit in with any of these. So no. And the large tank, I'm assuming, is the same thing over everyone. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. Okay, so not every fish goes into the museum. That's fine. I can sell the rest. I can definitely sell the rest. Then I can get back to all the other quests that I have. Eastern Wilderness. Hmm. Where do I find the leaves? Oh yeah, selling things. Let's not sell the one tomato. And let's just keep one carrot. And then I can also keep one ruby and one sapphire, so I can hand those into the museum. And then I can get rid of all of this other stuff. Just in case. Haven't looked if I need that for the museum yet. Sand, don't need you. You. Sort things properly. One orange just in case. Berry just in case, but I can't imagine I would need that. Sell the boot, sell the tin can. Yeah, that seems fine. That seems fine. Hello, little weedy. $9:40. It's so early. I guess it's the earliest I've been finished with something. Oh, well, might as well get an early night's rest then, I suppose. Sure. Sleep away. Sleep straight through the night. Is there anything else in here? Let's just put all of those things in here for now. Oh, I forgot to sell the crab. Could have sold the crab and the sand dollar. Oh well. Oh wait, those are harvestable. Crops. Hi, Nimblob. Yes, I'm breaking my pattern here. didn't feel like waiting one more week before continuing Sunhaven. I very much enjoyed it. So I find myself wanting to play it, and if I'm playing it, I might as well stream it, because otherwise I would have to start fresh on another game that I don't stream and keep those separate. So it was just easier. Just easier to just do a bonus stream instead. I was supposed to do something, you know, useful, like cleaning the bathroom, doing laundry. Surprisingly, playing this was more tempting. Can't possibly imagine why. Let's see, then I can sell the crabs, I can sell the sand dollars, and I can sell one of the peppers. It's, I mean, I understand why my shower gets dirty. That is because I have 2 dogs that bring a lot of sand and dirt into the shower. Hoy again, Morgan. There's been abundance of fish on the market these days. Would you have anything to do with that, eh? Yeah, thanks to the fishing rod you gave me. Since you've been fishing quite a bit, I wanted to give you a new tool that should really help you a lot. Small fishing net. This will catch fish for you even when you're not around. Thanks, Peter. You can cast nets like these into waters on your farm. Though before you can do that, you also need a net permit. Don't worry, I actually brought you one. Here, take it. Why do you need a permit to fish with a net? Net fishing is so effective that it has to be regulated to make sure no one is overfishing. Once you activate the permit, all you have to do is place it right in the water and check back later. Awesome, how do I get more nets? You can stop by my shop if you ever want more nets. I sell permit upgrades too. Just remember you can only use nets on your farm. Good luck with your angling, Morgan. Okay, I can only use nets on my farm. That's fine. I will place the net right here. What happened to it? I guess I activated it. There's not enough of ordinary showers that can clean up after a dog has brought in a ton of dirt from their fur. Not to mention the times when you get the very unfortunate pleasure of having to clean their butts because there's poop stuck in there. Nathaniel's birthday. What can I give Nathaniel? What would Nathaniel like? Huh. And the store is closed, so I can't buy more tomatoes. That's a problem. I don't really have any good gifts on me right now. Well, I can at least put in the last gems into the museum. I have. Let's see, the gems were here. Let's see, I can put in the sapphire and I can put in the ruby. And I'm missing a diamond, I'm missing havenite and site. Sounds weird. Well. No, not the aquarium. Wrong one. I needed the farming one to see if I can put in the pepper that I just got, or if I can sell it. I think spring one was here. Yeah, spring crop. Yeah, it's there. Okay, then I can donate one of you. Was there a harvesting bundle? Flower bundle? Winter crop? I thought there was a foraging one. Yeah, foraging. They do need apples. They also need berries, so great. Oh, and here's the starfish and sand dollar. Okay. Well, in that case, I can get those later. For now, I should focus on trying to find Nathaniel a great birthday gift. Let's see. Also, I should buy myself that chicken and a cow. Oh, hi June. Morgan, great to see you again. If you have the time, I'd love to check in with you. I'm the town's counselor after all. Sure, let's check in. How are you settling in, Morgan? Been settling in well. That's really good to hear, Morgan. You already look much more comfortable than when you first showed up. What do you do as a counselor? Simply put, I talk to people about their problems. If you're feeling overwhelmed, come find me. Everyone needs someone to talk to. Town is lucky to have someone like you in it. Thanks, Morgan. I knew you were a kind person. See ya. Let's see. I want a chicken and I want a cow, so I can stop paying outrageous prices at the bakery. Later, kitty. I gotta go shopping first, then I can talk to you. Let's see. I want one chicken. I want one cow. Then I want 20 animal food. I will not be naming the animal simply because it costs too much. Okay, you enjoy your day, Nimblab. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your Saturday. Hi, Morgan. Want to help Kitty? What does Kitty need help with? I'm making a fancy dress. It's so fancy, it even has a gem. Except I don't have the gem yet. Nyan. What do I need to do? Just find me one sapphire for my fancy dress and I'll reward you. I'll help you. Oh, good. Can't wait. Yeah. Whoop. Now let's bring this cow back. I click on something else so the cow doesn't constantly just hang in the air. Yes, I can. Let's see. Hopefully both the chicken and the cow can share a barn. If they need separate barns, ugh. Okay, let's see. Here's a chicken. Here's a cow. Pet the chicken. Pet the chicken more. Pet cow. And then automatic feeder, and I can put the animal feed in here. Good cow. Yes, that's a good cow. And a good chicken. The two of you will save me so much money. Be sure to care for your animals by petting and feeding them with animal food. Happy animals have a chance to drop extra items. Very well. I also have some animal food in my trunk in the house, so let's get that. also put this milk and egg away. Go. Okay, so when I buy it, I have to pay like 238 or 280 for it. I can sell it for 120. That is just unfair. Get an orange, get an apple for later. You know what? Nathaniel can get a cookie. I don't think it's his thing. At all. But it's what I have right now. A potato and a carrot. And then I wanted the animal feed to sell. No, not to sell, but to put it away. Okay, so it doesn't count when things are in the chest. That's also good to know. If it's in the chest, it doesn't show up as something I can use or that I currently possess. That is one of the things that I don't like. I do prefer it when the game acknowledges that you have thing in your chest and can just use it from there instead of you having to go look for it in the chest, especially if you're like me and you tend to have a lot of these chests and they tend to be color coordinated and everything, and then you have to spend ages looking for things instead of just being able to use it straight from the chest. I think that's one of the things I like the most about my time at Sandrock, is that it actually counts the things that you have in chest. You can use it directly from there. Saves you for so much trouble. Let's see. The wilderness though, is this the wilderness? Is this the eastern wilderness? Jun's house is up here. There's nothing else to the east, so I guess it is. Oh wait, that's west. Never mind me. This is east. And that's also where Nathaniel is, which fits fine since we're dropping off his birthday gift. Let's see, so then I have to go upwards. Maybe quickly just drop off the things at the museum so that my inventory isn't full. Well, it's not even close to full, but still, it's fuller. Oh no, wrong, not the Hall of Gems. Keep going to the wrong halls. Hall of Culture is where you put the crops. Let's see, foraging. Also, like here, I would appreciate if it said here if I had that in my inventory instead of me having to actually, you know, look for it. Then I still need mushrooms and blueberries. Other berries were apparently not good enough. Spring crop. Let's see. I have a potato, I have a tomato, and I have a carrot. Oh no, I did have blueberries. I just didn't see them. Back over here. And let's drop off that blueberry. There. Done my fair share of museum donating for the day. Now, is Nathaniel still over there? No, he is not. Where has the man snuck off to? Where is he? Kitty has a quest. That's not what I'm looking for. There's Nathaniel. He's right over at the park. Well, I have no idea if you like cookies, but that's what I have for... Oh, cool, water's refreshing. There's a plaque fixed to the fountain. Let's see what it says. May the blessing of Elios shine down on you. Well, Nathaniel, Here's some cookies. A present for my birthday? Thanks, Morgan. I'm glad you remembered. But you didn't really like it. That is not a lot of up on the meter. Heart meter did not fill up a lot, so I don't think cookies are anything you particularly enjoy. Let's see. Is this the path to the eastern wilderness, I wonder? Whoop. Hello there. Morgan, I heard good things about you. Supposedly you have a variety of skills. I'm hoping one of those skills is combat. What's going on? Those darn monkeys are causing trouble for travelers. They're too dangerous. We need to do something. What do you need me to do? Slay 10 monkeys in the eastern forest, and that's it. Hopefully the rest will get the message. Come find me when you're done and I'll gladly pay you. I'm on it. Can't wait to teach those monkeys a lesson. Okay, so now we're killing monkeys. Oh well. All in the day's work. Let's see, let's get the crossbow ready. Looking for monkeys. Where are you at, monkeys? Oh! Hello, Snackoon. Furry lump is in my way. Maybe I can move her board to something it likes. What do you want? You want 10 apples, 10 bananas, and some green pepper flakes. Oh. Hopefully I don't need to do that to find the quest. It's an earth crystal. That is not what I was looking for. That is locked. I need an iron key to open it. Oh, went too far. Or not far enough, all depending. Let's see. That's one of you down. At least that's the spice that the snackaroon or whatever it was called wanted. And something was found. Let's see. Sure, I'll take some more recipes from the cookbook. Ooh, and a mushroom. Yes, please. Monotone. Let's see, what else? Some more blueberries. Glorite Cave, Deep Wilderness, Sunhaven Town. Huh. Well, first of all, let's kill some more of you so that I have enough to feed the snackoon. Only one. But I think glorite crystal is what I needed, so I guess I'm heading to the cave. This doesn't look good. Hey, this area is off limits. We're finishing up some private construction work back here, so come back later when we're finished. Don't look like construction workers to me. Oh yeah? What are you gonna do about it? Pay 1,000 gold, maybe this will convince you to put the crystals back. The livelihood of the forest animal depend on those crystals. What's that? The boss never said we were hurting animals. I got a bunny back home. I can't be a part of this no more. Forget him and the animals. The crystals are sure to sell biggie back home, and now they're all mine. I'm not paying you 500 golds. I'd rather fight and probably lose. You're in for it now, kid. Oh no, I'm stuck. That's not a good position to be in. point, it was that she wished she had kept one of the iron swords. Okay, I can't hurt you anymore. Okay, okay, I'll put the crystal back. Just let me go. Consider yourself lucky. Well, I'm going, I'm going. There we go. Requires an iron key to open. Oh well. It's fine. Probably not a good idea to wander too far from the beaten path. Yeah, you're probably right there. You're probably right, game. Instead, let's kill some more of these pepper thingies. Since they can't seem to figure out that they have to go around the tree to get to me. Okay, deep wilderness. Is this where the monkeys are? I don't see monkeys, I just see more of those pepper thingies. I'm getting at least a bunch of mushrooms and things. Also, I don't understand why strawberries are suddenly growing on trees, but oh well, what do I know? This is a weird world after all. Go. Another level in combat. 2 more arrows. Well, it doesn't look like I need to worry about getting those 15 pepper things for the snackoon. Haven't seen any bananas so far though. I'm a bit more worried where I'm supposed to find those. The apples are also not really a problem. The rapid respawn could potentially be a problem. Oh, there's the monkey. I see you, little monkey. I can just shoot the monkey. Not you guys, I'm not even after you. I'm after the monkey. Just let me kill the little monkey. Okay, retreat, retreat. Eat an apple or two. Maybe 3. No. Oh, I forgot to unequip them. I was wondering why I kept eating apples. There, now they're all behind me, and I can focus on trying to kill the monkey. And why won't that quest thing disappear? I don't need to have this available at all times. Can I remove that? There we go. And now you are all healed, which isn't ideal. Oh well. It's fine. I can manage. Some more hot sauce. I don't want to be within throwing range of the monkey though. And then to kill another monkey, I needed to kill 10 of them, I seem to remember. Oh. Let's see, is there anything more up here? Who are you? Clive. Howdy. Howdy, what are you doing out here? I'm Clive, the taxi man. This here is my taxi service. Clive Taxi Folks with it. like your cart is missing a wheel. Yep. How can you taxi people without a wheel? Can't. Well, where did the wheel go? Got lost. Somewhere not to the east of here, I reckon. If I can find the wheel, can I use your taxi? I don't see why not. Cool, I'll be right back. I'll be here. Okay. So I can potentially get a taxi service. If I can find the wheel. Just flee. There were no monkeys here. If I stand in this corner, will anything but the monkey try to attack me? No. I can even just hide down here. Come on, monkey, respawn. Let's see. Defeated 3 out of 10 monkeys. There must be more than one monkey, right? Otherwise it wouldn't be a problem. I mean, it sure it respawns, but... Let's go and see if we can't find more monkeys. I can always return if it proves that that is the... Oh, no, there's more monkeys up here. Never mind then. I do not need to just stand there and do that one single monkey. So that I can kill these 2 monkeys. Much more efficient. Oh, and they drop bananas. Excellent. I can also feed the snackoon then. That's turtles. I don't need to fight turtles, I just want to fight the chimps. You didn't even drop a banana. That's rude. You could at least drop a banana when I'm fighting you. Oh, I don't think there's anything more up there. Oh, okay. You were harder to jump over than I thought you were. Let's see. Let's add into some more arrows. Really wish I could find more of the banana trees, though. If it's only killing monkeys, it's gonna take me some time to get enough. Especially since they don't always drop them. And now I'm just taking far too much damage. Just eat some apples. 4 apples is more than enough. Pick that up and pick that up. Down. And those turtles are... Oh, tortoise. Are starting to interfere, which I'm not too keen on. There's something down there though. I could potentially die for that, but it's fine. I can just keep eating my apples. Apples for the rescue. Not sure what I picked up. Small money bag. And a monotone. 2 of them actually. Okay, let's fight some more monkeys. Fighting a bit too many monkeys at once. I wonder if there's any thing about if you kill them while they're holding the bananas when you get the banana, or if it's just absolutely randomized what loot you get from them. Because I think I killed that one while he was holding the banana. I want that banana. Seems very randomized. Also, these tortoises are just too buff. Flee. I don't want to fight you, I just want to fight the monkeys. I haven't been asked to kill any turtles. Banana. How many bananas do I have at this point? I have 14. That is more than I need. I think I needed 10. And how am I doing? Yeah, I've killed enough monkeys. I have killed enough monkeys. Oh, I might not have killed enough of these pepper creatures though. How many do I have of those? 11. I needed 15. But you're not dropping the right loot right now. Unfortunate. Fine, I'll leave. I won't do. I lied. Oh no! I couldn't dodge out of the way. Okay, that's 200 for having gotten stuck in hospital. I should probably get myself a sword as well so that I have something to fight them with. Oh yeah, because I regardless, I wouldn't have had the apples because I ate all of my apples. Completely forgot about that bit. Oh well. Hopefully the Snackoon will want the same things. Please give me another chance. My name is Steven. Put me to work in your town. I'll do anything. We can't have criminals like him walking free in Sunhaven. Morgan, did you witness him illegally collecting glorite? What do you think we should do? Will you let Steven join Sunhaven? You cannot undo this decision. Ooh. That was the guy who ran off because he had a bunny, wasn't it? He was the one who said, I can't be a part of this. I'm pretty sure. He didn't know, he claimed. Everyone deserves a second chance. Sure. I trust Morgan's judgment. Come with me. If you say so. Don't make me regret that. Don't make me regret that. think that was the guy who ran away first after he was told that he was hurting animals. Nice work. That should let the rest of those scoundrels know we mean business. No problem. I'll take the money. I did not find the lost wheel though. Oh, it was probably in the big glen with everything, wasn't it? But I did find that one crystal, so I can also talk to Rosa. Let's see. Hi there, Warnhart. Settling in all right, are we? What's on your mind, farmer? Have you lived there your whole life, doctor? No, I relocated from the Southern Island just about a year ago. The South is great, but I'm lucky to be here. Sunhaven has been good to me. Do you miss the southern region? I'll tell you what I do miss. The fruit. Fruit trees grow all over the place down there. Used to pick a free breakfast while walking to work every day. One less thing to worry about, you know. You're the only doctor in Sunhaven? Don't worry, I'm well equipped to take care of this town. Besides, almost everyone here is in great health. It sounds a little boring for me, but I'd much rather be bored than stressed out. More people could use a little boredom in their life. I agree completely. I always feel better after slowing down and taking a breath. Sunhaven has let me do that more than ever before. Well, you liked fruit. How do you feel about the strawberry that I got from the forest? Strawberry. Well, surprises are always nice. Not too keen on it, but, you know. For something that didn't cost me anything to give, I'll take that. Oh, going the wrong way. I'm supposed to go to the barracks. Barracks upwards. What's that? Need an escort back to Dragonmeet? Alright, farmer, follow me. Thanks, lead the way. Well, here we are. Are you going to talk to the Sun Dragon? Or did you make me come all the way up here for no reason? Oh no, I'm talking to the Sun Dragon. Excellent, Morgan. I will use this crystal's magic to lay a spell of protection over Sunhaven while I'm gone. You protected our forest, and now your service protects Sunhaven itself. These acts are nothing if not noble. Take care of Sunhaven in my absence, Morgan. I will not be gone long. I hope not. I am not prepared to have responsibility for too long. Sure, let's do some intellect. Okay, I'm ready to go head back. Wait 2 days for Elias' return. Okay. So I only have responsibilities for 2 days. That's fine. That I can do. Still gotta find that lost wheel for the taxi cab though. Oh. Then I gotta do the tomato box. Find a toolbox. I still am nowhere closer to figuring out what leafy leaf is. Oh, how's the net thing going? Oh, I can sell some items. Would look good in the museum. Well, probably only need one of them in the museum. Same thing with strawberries, probably only need one. Oh, keep one hot sauce, sell 4. Keep one mushroom. Sell the rest. Keep one blueberry. Sell the rest. Keep all the bananas and sell all of these berries. I don't need them. Already donated them to the museum. There we go. can I pick up this net though? Doesn't seem like it's ready to be picked up anyway. I'll guess I'll just head to bed. Yes, I would like to sleep. Oh, and that is almost 3 o'clock for me, so I think I'm gonna call it there, because that means it's time to take the dog out for the longer midday walk. Thanks to everyone who stopped by though, I appreciate it. My next stream is back on schedule again tomorrow, when I'll be finishing off Ghost of a Tale. And after that, it is more demos on Monday, more Sunhaven on Friday. That is if I can wait with playing it until Friday. There might be more bonus streams, we'll see. And then we will begin with the countdown for April and Crime Month, Mystery Solving Month, inspired by Norwegian Easter mysteries and crime. It's a weird tradition. I think we're the only one in the world who has a thing with crime stories on Easter, but it's tradition. Regardless, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and until next time, goodbye.